Hello everybody and welcome back. We are about to finish off the current story for Eden and I cannot wait. So if you remember last time, we just brought back the elements of Earth. So now we're going to see where this all takes us next. For the next piece of the puzzle, Reen appears to have been overcome by exhaustion. Oh, so pretty. It's nothing. That didn't look like nothing to me. You better lie down for a while. No, really, I'm fine. Anyway, we've still got work to do. Nay, Thancred hath the right of it. 'Twould be unwise to exert thyself overmuch. I appreciate your concern, but I do wish you'd stop fussing. Reen, thou knowest not the strain thou dost place on thyself. Though the elements of water and earth have been restored, continued exposure to the empty, stagnant ether may yet sap thee of thy remaining strength. Now that you mention it, I've been feeling a bit out of sorts ever since we got here. I should probably get away from the empty and rest for a while. Pray do so. Meanwhile, I shall remain here. The restoration of the first two elements hath produced unexpected results, and I require time to analyze our findings. However, I must ask thee to refrain from discussing our work in the empty, even with our closest comrades. Why? I thought they welcomed the news. And indeed they shall, once we have more to show for our efforts. Nevertheless, the mission is one of surpassing danger, and I'm loath to place our dearest friends at risk until absolutely necessary. More secrets. You have their best interests at heart, I'm sure, but to be perfectly honest, I prefer not to keep secrets from people that I trust with my life. I don't want to make a habit of this, but I'll do as you ask. I think that Urianger could learn a thing or two from her. It seems to me that Reen isn't the only one who would benefit from a change of scenery. Our Sleeping Beauty would likely fare better in more hospitable surroundings. We'll need to have our associate from the Crystarium organize a safe place for her to stay. If you and Claire could go on ahead and have a word with him in Mort Sook, we'll catch up with you once Urianger is finished whatever it is he needs to do. Perhaps thou too shouldst accompany her on the return journey. I dare say she would be glad of thy presence. No, not this time. She's come such a long way since we first met, and I worry that relying on me too much will only hold her back. We won't be staying on the First forever. The time will come for Reen and I to part ways, and for her to follow her own path. I know you understand this too, Urianger. I see you trying to pass on as much of your knowledge as possible while you still can, and to her credit, she's actually taking most of it in. Reen is possessed of a natural affinity for etherology, unlike some who shall remain unnamed. A natural affinity for staying awake during your lectures, more like. Though come to think of it, she doesn't really take after me at all. However, like thee, she is predisposed to brooding in silence in lieu of voicing her concerns. Says the master of keeping his cards close to his chest. Anyway, Claire, you better take the Sky Slipper with me. It's true that she's been through a lot lately, but so have you. We'll need you ready for the challenges that lie ahead, so go on and get some rest. We shall await news of thy safe arrival in Amnarang. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to say goodbye to the empty for a while. We'll have to decide whether it's worth posting Crystarium guards to watch over Eden while we're gone. As there is little risk of our camp being ransacked, it may be left unattended in our absence. Okay, I guess I can understand that. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be saying goodbye to the empty for now. Though, now that I think of it, once we restore all the elements, what are we going to call this place? I mean, it's not like we can keep calling it the empty. It seems like you're all having quite a serious discussion. I hope I haven't given you any cause for concern. No, you're fine. Well, if you say so. I probably shouldn't stay in the empty any longer than necessary, though. So do you want to take the first shift piloting, or shall I? Ooh, I want to ride it. I want to drive it. Come on, let me drive it. Oh, darn. That would have been fun. I wonder if we're going to be getting, like, a mountain version of the Sky Slipper. That would be fun. Phew, I'm glad I had you there to keep me company. I had no idea how I would have passed the time otherwise. Now that we're here, I need to find our contact from the Crystarium. What's wrong? But before that, I was hoping I could have a word with you. Something's been on my mind. This might not be the best place for it, though. Those creatures over there look a bit hungry. When I first spoke to Thancred and Urianger about what I'd sensed in the empty, part of me wished we could have just left it alone. I guess I was scared of what we'd find. But now that we found Eden, I know I made the right choice. And if I'd given in to my fear, I probably would have spent the rest of my life wondering what might have been. So from now on, whenever I hear that voice inside telling me to run away, to hide, I won't listen. That's not who I am anymore. Even so, all the courage in the world is not going to help me decide what we should do with that girl when she wakes up. Do you remember what she said right before she passed out? Why am I here? What is happening? What if she's being controlled or forced to act against her will? Whatever this case, it's clear that she's not a monster. She's a person, like you or me. Obviously, she knows something about Eden, and we need all the information we can get. But more than that, I just want to talk to her, to find out who she is and if there's anything we can do to help her. On the other hand, we mustn't forget that she's already attacked us once. What's to say she won't try it again when she wakes up? If she keeps us from reclaiming the empty, it will be all my fault. It's no good. I can't make up my mind. What do you think we should do, Claire? Well, you're moving a bit ahead of yourself. If Alphanod were here, he talked things through with her. Even MX had his reasons. We should at least hear her out. There's not much we can do until she's awake. Yeah, I like the second one. Even MX had his reasons. We should at least hear her out. I see what you mean. Perhaps if we'd been able to come to an understanding, things wouldn't have ended the way they did. I hope she's nothing like MX, but we won't know until we speak to her. Until then, I'll try to concentrate on the here and now. Speaking of which, I still need to see to Urianger's errands. The person we're on our way to meet lent us the Sky Slipper and most of the apparatus that we've been using. And since we've been sworn to secrecy, I assume the same applies to him and his colleagues. Anyway, once that's over with, we can find a place to relax. Well, that sounds nice. Though, I really, really want to see what other Primas that we're going to be facing against. So since we've already fought against Titan and Leviathan, I think there's a very good chance that we're going to be facing Ifrit, Ramu, Shiva, and Garuda. So the only question is, which are we going to be facing up next? Oh, I cannot wait until they do Shiva. I really cannot wait. I want to see the new design for like this new Shiva. And I just can't wait to see what the empty is going to look like once it's all done and we bring life back to it. It's going to be great. Now that we're here, allow me to introduce you to two members of our inner circle, or whatever you want to call it. Oh! That's Ghoul, who's interested in trading for any relics we find in the empty. Apparently, he mostly deals in exotic weapons and whatnot, but he's agreed to keep us supplied with whatever else we can't get from the Crystarium. Now, the one we came to meet should be around here somewhere. Ah, Reem, what a relief it is to see you returned unharmed from your expedition. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. We were gone a bit longer than we had expected. Claire, I'd like you to meet Luri. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As representative of the Settlement Council, I'm here to oversee the delivery of equipment deemed necessary to your mission. I will be on hand to provide any assistance you may inquire. Aw, thank you. We appreciate it. Actually, there's something we'd like you to take care of. It's probably best not to talk about it in the middle of the market, though. I'll take it from here, Claire. You should get some rest. But before you go, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. We still have a long road ahead of us, but if we give it our all, there's nothing we can't handle. Yay! Oh, now we're done with it? The story was just getting good. Wait, is there going to be any more cutscenes? Oh, there is another cutscene! I see. Though it is mere supposition, it would behoove us to proceed with caution. Moreover, I would refrain from discussing the matter with Reen and Claire until we know more. Well, I appreciate you telling me, even if it is too soon to be sure. I'm the one watching over her, after all. The Oracle of Darkness. No. I pray it is not true. The Oracle of Darkness? What the hell is that supposed to mean? I don't understand. I don't get it. I really don't. And it cuts off at a cliffhanger. Just typical. Oh man, like, well, there's not really much else we can do now. I need to go and process this. So, thank you all so much. I hope you all enjoyed it, and see you next time, okay? Take care out there.